7, and this is
Sienna.
And Sienna, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a ballet teacher. And speaking of what I want to be when I grow up, this week at Greenville is College and Career Week. Go Greyhounds! Today, we're going to be interviewing people, and they're going to tell us what they do as their career or a job.
And we're also going to be interviewing kids.
We're also there's going to be the college door contest. What else?
And student council as well.
Glad to be here where the sun shines all day. We laugh and we learn, we sing and we play. Greenville Greyhounds, that's who we are. Greenville Greyhounds, we're going far. Greenville Greyhounds, ready to learn. Greenville Greyhounds, ready to soar.
Hi, my name's Sophie, and may we have your name and what's your career?
Sure. Hello, my name is Mr. Bustos, and my career is I am an elected official, a school board member here at the Santa Ana Unified School District.
What motivated you for your career?
What motivated me is that I am a product of SAUSD, so I went to SAUSD schools here in Santa Ana. And so for me, education is really important, and the success of young people is really important to me. So that's what really motivated me and pushed me to run for office, to run for school board. And I'm so happy to be in this elected position.
How did you get your career?
So in order to get my career, I actually had to run for office. So I had to run an election that happened in the past November, in the November 2022 election. And so that's how you're elected into the school board. In order to be able to hold this position, you have to run for office.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and today we're here with
Roxy.
and we're going to be asking her some questions. What's your career?
I'm a full-time photographer.
Thank you. What motivated you for your career?
Creating art and getting paid for it.
What do you like about your career?
I love that I can choose my own schedule and I can pick who I work with.
How did you get your career?
By working really, really hard, and even when people said no to me, I still followed my heart and my dreams and persevered and never gave up.
Thank you. What's been your favorite job you've worked on so far?
I have worked on many, many jobs, but my favorite has been a kids line called Cambia Kids, and I got to work with like hundreds of kids for the whole day, and it was really fun and super cute, and that's been my favorite so far.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Sophie. May we have your name and what's your career?
My name's Damien and I am a barber.
What motivated you for your career?
What motivated me for my career is helping others, because you never know what people are going through, and giving a haircut to someone and speaking to them, you get to see what they're going through at home.
Oh, sorry. What do you like about your career?
What I like about my career is I meet new people and they tell me where they come from. And it's really cool to see where they come from, because we're all different and we're all humans, so we all go through stuff. So I give them pointers, and they also give me points too.
How did you get your career?
How did I get my career? I started cutting hair in my backyard, and then eventually I met a mentor, and he mentored me, and now I'm a mobile barber that cuts hair, and I help street vendors and to see what they're going through.
Okay, thank you.
Lexia? Is that something that's okay? Yeah. She's saying anything else.
Español.
See?
You get very.
You will.
I only know this much.
Well, let's learn this
Like
much.
this kind.
Let's learn everything. And you just speak it. Just speak it. Okay, why? Because.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and here we have.
Hi, I'm Jessica De Nova with ABC7 Eyewitness News.
And today we're going to be asking her some questions. What motivated you for your career?
I love to inform my community, and I think that an informed community is a strong community that can make better decisions that affect their lives, their everyday lives, and policies. So wanting to inform my community and wanting to find really unique stories, untold stories, that's what motivates me to be a reporter.
Thank you. What do you like about your career?
I like that every day is different. I never know what I'm going to do when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I get to go meet other people with other careers, and then sometimes I get to be in an emergency scenario. Sometimes I get to be at fun places like theme parks or fairs. But every day is different, and I get to learn about all the different things there are to do in the world out there.
Thank you. How did you get your career?
Ooh, that's a long one. Long story short, I'm really curious, and I had a degree in biology. I was trying to be a doctor, but I was undocumented, and back then I couldn't pursue a higher education I couldn't get into medical school because of my status, my immigration status. So I started looking at other possibilities, and I started looking into journalism, environmental journalism, because I was, like I said, I had a biology degree and really wanted to pursue that. Anyway, I found another reporter, an anchor, and she let me go shadow the other reporters in their news station, and I fell in love with it. And then I just applied to the job and I pursued it. I was able to get my immigration status legalized, and I was able to get that first job, and I just started working really hard and training and moving my way up, and here I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, may we have your name and your career?
My name is Jasmine Ortiz, and I am a photographer.
What motivated you for your career?
So I have always loved weddings. I've always loved photography, and so I've always just really enjoyed taking photos of people. And so I fell into this a couple years ago, and I just haven't stopped.
The next question is, what do you like about your career?
I like my flexibility because I am my boss. I'm my own boss, basically. So if I don't feel like working, I don't have to work. If I want to go to Disneyland, I can go to Disneyland. And then I really like helping other people. And I like just taking photos of people in general. So I like that wedding photography, have all of that together.
And last question, how do you get this career?
You don't need any education, like you don't need to go to college for this or anything. It's just if you have a passion and if you have a camera, you can become a wedding photographer.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Hi, may we have your name and your career?
My name is Alex Barker, and I am a pilot.
What motivates you to do your career?
Money. Is that a good answer?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. What motivated me? This is something that I always wanted to do. Flying airplanes is really exciting to me, and it's just really cool. In my opinion, it's the coolest thing I could be doing.
What do you like about your career?
I like the view. To be honest, up there, not on a day like today, but when it's really beautiful weather, there's no views like it. You can have an office in a skyscraper. Our view is better.
And last question, how do you get your career?
You have to do a lot of training. There's a lot of schooling that you have to go to, but to be honest, it's not that hard. It's just you have to do a lot of prove that you can do the same task over and over and over. It's a lot of memorization. It's a lot of hard work. There's math. We have to do weather theory. We can get into a lot of it, but it's really not that hard. It's just a lot of discipline, and a lot of training, just like anything else. I promise you. Just like being a boxer or being a reporter, you just have to practice over and over, right? So it's not that hard to do. It's just you need to be you need to be good at what you're doing, so that takes a lot of practice.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Hi, may I ask you your name and what's your career?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Sydney, and I'm a veterinarian.
What motivated you to have your career?
I love animals, so I decided when I was 4 years old that I wanted to be a vet, and I wanted to do that ever since.
What do you like about your career?
My favorite part is that I get to work with a lot of different animals. So I work with dogs, cats, rabbits, wildlife, like owls and squirrels and raccoons, and then I also work on tigers.
How do you get your career?
Yeah, so you have to go to college for 4 years and get a bachelor's degree in some kind of science. And then you go to 4 years of medical school, so 4 years of veterinary school. And then you can either go straight into practicing or you can continue on further if you want to specialize. So minimum 8 years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, hi, may I have your name and career?
Yes, my name is Michaela Flores de Apodaca, and I'm a registered nurse in the emergency department.
Okay, so what motivated you for your career?
I've always really enjoyed helping people, and when I was 3 years old, my sister was born with disabilities, and throughout my childhood, I helped care for her and learned a lot about the medical field and the nursing practice, and that's what motivated me to get into this career.
That's amazing. What do you like about your career?
I like the opportunity to get to know a lot of different people at a lot of different stages in their life and be able to help them through the difficulties that they're going through.
Okay, how do you get this career?
Yeah, so first I got my bachelor's degree in psychology, and then I went through a nursing program, and after 2 more years of school I got my nursing degree. I applied, I did an interview, and then I got hired and have been learning a lot on the job ever since.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Can you state your name and
Alexis Rocha, and I'm a professional really to be a competitor and to be one of the best in my division and the best in the world.
What do you like about your career?
I like there's so many things that I like about my career. About winning, that's the main thing I like to do. But I know in order to win, I have to sacrifice so much. And really, that's the best thing about winning part.
Amazing.
Let's go around this way.
I started boxing to lose weight when I was 11 years old. I weighed 210 pounds, and I went to the boxing gym to lose weight. And from there, I just started loving the sport. And when I was 18, I turned professional, and here we are today. Thank you.
Hi, can you state your career and your name, please?
Yes. Well, first, my name is Matthew Ritchie, and I'm a police officer with the city of Costa Mesa.
Okay, thank you. What motivated you for your career?
There were a lot of things that motivated me, but I think primarily for me, I just like to help people. I like to, help people that can't help themselves. That's primarily kind of the thing that got me into this, and that's my motivation.
Okay. What do you like about your career?
There are a lot of things to like. I love being able to go out and contact or participate in things like this where I get to hang out with you guys and see a lot of the community and connect and engage with those types of people. So that's kind of my thing. I like to meet new people. I like to talk to new people, people that aren't like me, that are like me, that have interests like me, that don't have interests like me. That's kind of the thing that I like to do and engage with new people. So that's definitely one of my favorite parts of the job.
Okay, and how did you get this career?
There are a lot of things that it takes to get into this job. You got to go to school, you got to go through college, you got to get your degree. You have to stay out of trouble. You can't participate and do things that, are going to affect your future. So it's really important that you surround yourself with good people, that you participate and do things that sometimes you don't feel comfortable in, like going and playing sports, doing group activities and stuff like that within your school. There's a lot of things that you do, but the big one is just stay out of trouble, because that you never know when you're going to want to do something like this.
Thank you.
Cool.
Hi, can you please state your name and your career?
Yes. Hello, my name is Samantha, and I have an undergrad in human services with an emphasis in mental health, and I am also certified in yoga.
Great. What motivated you to do this career?
I like being in service and helping others. So when I became a yoga instructor, that really went hand on hand with, sharing the space with other people and teaching them something, as well as learning from others.
What do you like about your career?
I like that I get to use my body to express emotions, to release any feelings, to feel better, and just to be more in tune with my body and to be present in the space.
And the last question is, how did you get your career?
So to get my career, I went to college first. I graduated from Santa Ana College, and then I transferred to the Cal State Fullerton. So I got my undergrad there, and then a couple years later, I came across yoga, and I got a certification to teach it.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
How do you choose a college?
So for college, you can choose, there's different type of colleges, different types of universities, places where you can go to, but it all depends on what you're interested in learning and where you are interested in going. Some of you may have to go to college at a faraway place, or some of you can stay here local. So it depends on what your interests are.
Just to piggyback off of what Ms. Torres said, you could look at the location. You could also look at the cost. That's very important. You can look at what they offer their students and resources. And you could also look at what majors they have. That's really huge because not all colleges specialize in that certain major that you may want to go into. So there's so many things that you can look into.
How do you get accepted into a college?
So to apply for a college, you have to do this application where you submit your grades from high school, you submit information about your family, about yourself. You also have to write what's called a personal statement or a story about who you are. So colleges look at all your grades, at all your activities that you've done, that you've been involved in during your high school years. So colleges look at all those different activities that you did and all those personal stories that you have to share.
In addition to that, I just want to say it's so important to really try your best in high school, because that's part of one of the ways that you get accepted into college is when you try hard, it shows on the application. And just like what Ms. Torres said, all those extra activities that you do really makes you stand out on your college application.
How do you improve your chance of getting a scholarship?
So improving your chances of getting a scholarship, it actually has to do a lot with the activities that you're involved in. Scholarships and scholarship funds, and those companies that offer those scholarships like to see that you are active, not just sports, but also in your community. How do you help your community? How are you helping yourself grow and become a great student and also a great provider back to your community?
In addition to that, is based off of a need too. There are some scholarships that, depending on need, if you apply for it, you have better chances if you fit the description of getting that scholarship.
Do all careers require college?
All careers do not require college, but all careers require some type of training or practice. Again, experience has a lot to do with it. So it depends on your interest and what you're interested in.
Yeah, so, Ms. Torres, she said it perfectly, but just to kind of put the bow on top of everything, you do not need college for certain careers. However, it's nice to have that under your belt. It gives you a lot of the experiences. It gives you those character traits that we try to improve, and improves and strengthens them. However, there are other avenues.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
Troy.
What's your name?
David.
What is both of your dreams that you hope for a job?
Police officer.
Hey, what's your name?
Caitlin,
What is your dream job?
a police officer.
Hey, what's your name?
I am Sebastian, a zoologist, basically a veterinarian for like exotic animals.
What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Jose and I'm a doctor and I help people when they're hurt.
What do you want to do when you grow up and what's your name and what college you want to go to?
Hi, I'm Cameron. I want to go to Stanford University and I want to be a famous football player.
Great choice. What do you want to do when you grow up and what college you want to go to?
Hi, I'm Marlene. I want to be a doctor and I want to go to Stanford.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Calvin.
And what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be an astrophysicist.
Good choice. What's your name?
Jocelyn.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a vet.
Good choice. Hey, what's your name?
Alexis,
What do you want to do when you grow up?
police.
Good choice. What's your name?
Alessandra,
What do you want to do when you grow up?
a farmer.